On a beautiful fall Monday morning such as this, heading into the office can feel like an even harder feat. That is unless you're Arthur DeJong.
I don't think it ever loses me on any day that I have one of the most, if not the most privileged office space in the world.
That's because Arthur's typical day at the office begins by jumping in his truck before setting off to explore the place he's called home for well over 30 years. However, Arthur isn't your typical mountain planner.
To really break it down, what I'm doing is integrating environmental value with economic value. On a day-to-day basis, I spend a lot of time out on our landforms. I really like to get out of the truck. You have to have your feet on the ground and understand the ecosystems.
As also Whistler Blackcomb's environmental resource manager, this man's focus is just as much on finding ways to reduce the resort's carbon footprint as it is to increase economic growth.
Our goal ultimately is to become the first large tourism operator with a zero operating footprint.
As part of this, Arthur spends most of his days exploring and studying the area's creeks, forests, and meadows on a daily basis to come up with innovative ways on how these natural resources can help create cleaner systems for the resort. With the Outdoorsman today checking up on the Symphony Express chairlift, one of Whistler Blackcomb's proudest sustainability projects built in collaboration with professional foresters, biologists, water specialists, and more in 2006.
We built an experience inside an ecosystem as opposed to changing it. We just removed enough trees to be able to sneak one groomer width through, as opposed to on the Seventh Heaven side, the runs are 50, 60 meters wide.
In total, the team only cleared 5% of the area's trees as opposed to the standard 40%. In 2008, Whistler Blackcomb was awarded 2 levels of recognition by the UN for the project, inspiring this environmental advocate to do even more.
Global tourism represents about 8–9% of the global economy. If we can inspire that entire sector, then we're really going to be a positive influencer.
As part of this, the resort also built a micro hydro system in Fitzsimmons Creek that produces enough power to match what the resort uses in a year. This past summer, Arthur was one of 50 Canadians handed the Clean 50 Award, celebrating his achievement in helping the resort cut down on 70% of its emissions since 2000. As always, this industry leader remains humble.
The only reason why I'm being recognized is because of the great team that I'm surrounded by within Whistler Blackcomb and this community, which I so love.
For Arthur, the true payoff is being able to work in such a tranquil setting while at the same time help making the world a greener place. However, with climate change remaining a global threat, there's always more that can be done. And if there's any town to rise to the challenge, it's Whistler.
We have the capacity, we have the community behind us, we have the intellectual capacity, we have the financial means. I think this is what we need to be doing. It is our role.